Saw a lot of inverted F smashes being thrown out. So yeah, definitely good performance from the the Raptors. They will move on, but now
they're gonna stick here. This is winners quarters here of doubles winner. Top 8 winner side on the line here. Base Mage and SkyJ versus Suarez and Yellow Relic.
And of course, Yoshi Note is one of the worst matchups for Puff in the game, right? You have so many ways to avoid those edge guards that she's so accustomed to, and so many ways to escape that Incineroar corner pressure. So as we saw, the corner has been really, really good for SkyJ and Incineroar, and I think Yoshi's can do a good job of mitigating that to just find center stage with that massive double jump.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how Base Mage and SkyJ are going to kind of switch their game plan around to that. Obviously, the edge guard is still going to be there. They're going to try and force the Yoshis to jump early, so Base Mage can secure those, and they're going to try and make sure that this vortex that the Yoshis can create doesn't quite happen to them, but...
Yeah, I mean, you are heavies as Yoshi. You can take a lot of percent, but it is still Incineroar at the end of the day, and this is going to get extended, going to go up that ladder with that up air, and really good job, SkyJ taking stocks in a flash as usual.
Oh, and Relo just ate 67 right off the gate, too.
Yeah, and he got another. I mean, he just finds these lariats he finds these alone whips in the corner so consistently, even against characters like Yoshi. It is so impressive. And so far, just blue team on a tear right now, tearing through Yellow's almost second stock, and Suarez has already almost lost one himself.
Oh, there you go. The ground pound almost causing some trouble there for the blue team, but Base Mage able to kind of interrupt that.
Yeah, and I mean, we need to see these edge guards come out from the Yoshi team here, right? Because Incineroar very vulnerable off stage, and you have a lot of airspeed and a giant fair to just destroy Incineroar if you get the chance. So we'll see if they can get some edge guards started. But for now, we haven't seen many yet. But of course, Green Team just holding on to these stocks as long as they can right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, winners quarter is still best of 3 here. I don't believe they will hit best of 5 territory until we hit top 8. So if you're gonna try and see if you can squeeze a game out here, you got to win as quickly as possible. You don't want to give any of the other team more time to kind of turn things around.
It's interesting, as light as Jigglypuff is, Base is just serving as kind of the support, right? Not going in very often, just kind of waiting for opportunities to punish. While just SkyJ is just basically doing the brunt of the damage, but also just allowing Base to just hold on for a little longer with his low weight.
For sure, and I think Base understands that there's more to lose than there is to gain trying to challenge Yoshi in the air and play like a boxing game, because you're probably not going to win most of the time, and when you lose, you're probably going to die for it. You're going to eat like an up air or a back air or something up top, and you're just going to be obliterated even at this percent.
Yeah, exactly. And that was a really good awareness to get the F smash on the revenge. A lot of revenges for SkyJ have hit, but the Yoshi seem to be aware of when SkyJ likes to go for it. It's going to take that stock, and of course, going to get that dare to nair there. Good closeout from Base Mage, but and going to unfortunately force a 4 stocks to 1 lead for blue team.
Yeah, unfortunately, Incineroar's big forward air going to close out Base Mage's first stock, and had only done it there. And okay, I guess Relo just calling it quits there.
Yeah, knowing that is quite a lead to surmount. I guess he probably just waved the white flag, just going to get that cute down B.
Didn't want to get Alola whipped and arrested or something crazy.
Yeah,
like
you don't want to be put on Twitter.
Right.
These guys have put up many clips and many players.
I agree. Dying by your own hand is the way to go. Go out on your own.
There is a sense of honor in it. There's a reason it's very popular.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want to think about what the best Puff and the best Incineroar can do to me, so I'm just not even gonna worry about it. We'll reset. Helps you kind of get that mentality fix, and hopefully you don't go into the next game tilted because you got Twitch mode.
It looks like the Yoshis just need to do a better job of pressuring Base Mage. I think Base Mage did a good job of avoiding the Yoshi hitboxes, just kind of staying in that upward right and left range. Like I said, just letting SkyJ just take all the brunt, getting the revenges, and just whenever SkyJ needed a quick kill or needed a quick support, Base was there, pronto to give that to him. So yeah, they got to hunt Base from the sky essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. That was just amazing defense there by Base Mage to keep the stocks fresh and keep that stock lead secure. And I think we're going to see more of that there. We'll see if the Yoshis decide to switch targets. They're going to focus more on Base Mage than they would be on SkyJ. The trade-off, of course, is that while you're going up in the air expending these resources to catch the Puff, there is an Incineroar waiting for you at the bottom with an up smash, with an Alolan whip with a big move to punish you for burning your resources like that.
Exactly. So it's just going to make it, when you do pressure the Puff, you have to be careful. Have to keep watching the Incineroar at all times, but you also, can't let the Puff amass just a giant lead like they did game 1. But we'll see how the game plan changes right now. It looks like, blue team is setting up the normal corner situation, putting on a lot of percent at the moment.
Yeah, and there we go. See the chase is on. You see they try to go after base mage there for a bit. Wanted the fair. Luckily, Suarez not being taken down by the cross chop there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously SkyJ is going to be very, very comfortable with Incineroar's recovery, and you have to be on point while edge guarding him. He is very vulnerable. Oh, going for the crazy up smash. They're just going to eat that back, and that's going to almost kill Yoshi at 100%. But he gets the dunk there and going to catch the jump.
Yeah, fair and a fair. Nice little combo there. And Suarez is going to come over and clean up the puff stock too. And a nice, we see the changes coming in on the green team here. They're able to find themselves in their first lead of the set.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job of dealing with the edge guarding SkyJ, which is going to be very necessary for them. But unfortunately, that revenge back are going to disintegrate Yoshi on the left side. Leaving Suarez with a stock, still a stock lead, but it looks like blue team's trying to correct that real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, double revenge is the up air there. Yeah, you gotta keep that in the back of the mind. If revenge has a pretty low cooldown, or a susceptibly low one, the punish window isn't as big as you would think it would be, and you can just follow up right up with another one.
Okay, gets the revenge, double revenge up air.
Yeah, you see that was 30 damage just off of one up air.
Yeah, pretty crazy. And it's interesting that Egg Leg does not actually take away revenge, so they have to actually get a grab. I did see the Egg Lace not take away revenge.
Yeah, very interesting. Most other command grabs I think do that. I don't know what makes Egg Lace so different, but
right. So that's going to be unfortunate for the Yoshis, but however, getting another revenge there for SkyJ, getting the up smash there from base, the pressure is mounting, and that revenge up, we're just going to seal the stock from Yoshis, and it started out very solid for the green team, but blue's really fighting back right now.
Yeah, still not even. If there's anyone to eat a revenge up air, it was going to be Suarez, who's already at like 150 to begin with.
You saw that support there? The Alolan Whip was about to destroy Relo, but Suarez comes sweeping in to just get that stock.
Absolutely. The dinosaurs looking out for each other here, and keeps not only Relo's stock alive, but also keeps the momentum, I think, from swinging back into blue team's favor. And a beautiful conversion. They're going to shut out base mage at fairly early percent too. And now, like you said, like the green team starting to incrementally push themselves into the front here.
Yeah, really, really good job of just not letting base just kind of camp the air. Just going after him and getting, I think, some fair up air confirms, really hunting him out of the sky. Not letting base amass this lead. And so far, I mean, these Yoshis can tank a lot of hits. Can't tank that one, but you still have Suarez with an additional stock for green team.
Absolutely, and again, another punish there on a missed revenge there by Relo, and a good job. Not didn't want to chase too far. Just gonna kind of let SkyJ land if he needs to, and if SkyJ is gonna give him that revenge, he's gonna push
Okay,
him forward.
gonna get the revenge on the fair there. This is gonna be a massive punish if SkyJ can land a hit and gets the Alolan Whip.
Oh, almost got both of them there. Suarez gonna eat a nice 40 damage for his trouble.
Oh my God! Tried to convert off the Alolan Whip, but of course Yoshi's frame data is just gonna save him from SkyJ at the moment, but. Really, really good job. Suarez holding onto the stock and getting the back air. Now it's going to be a 2v1 against the double dinos.
Yeah, and now, the similar situation. Base Mage are going to try and fight it out there. But, I mean, what do you got to do? You're a hit away from death.
Yeah, and this is really, really good A confirm, even with the lightweight of Puff not being able to DI out of that one. And just what an adjustment from the Dino team. Just realize we cannot let base mates, defensively set up that wall, hold on to stocks. We have to bring it to them. They got the edge guards on SkyJ. They got the hunts against base mage, executed the game plan to perfection.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's typically like your first line of offense, right? Going up against a team that has like a super heavy like Incineroar or Ganon or Bowser, whoever on it. You want to target the big guy because the big guy has the worst disadvantage, and he's going to have most of the time the least amount of options of getting out of trouble. But, they tried that out the first game, and base mage just kind of held things down. Only took, I think, 100 damage the entire game. They decided, okay, we go back, we reset. They switched targets, and, I mean, it obviously paid off for them a bunch there, as they now have a Game 3 situation after a pretty convincing Game 2. But I would be remiss if base mage SkyJ did not have an answer to this.
Oh, of course. They're going to probably come back with their own pressure. And with small battlefield, this is very, very close quarters to deal with an Incineroar, and even Puff loves to be close quarters. With her new buff, she is a lethal in boxing range. So yeah, we'll see how the counter adjustments are made from the blue team. So far, see a lot of pressure being thrown. Goes for the revenge, immediate side B. That's one of the more classic Incineroar moves. But yeah, so far, okay, earlier pressure from blue team.
Yeah, expensive revenge on the back end there. Gets some nice damage onto Suarez, and you see, looks like I thought they were gonna chase real hard there for a second there, but. Nothing quite yet. Alolan Whip's going to add even more damage onto Suarez. Relo's going to try and get a big punish off of it, but still trying to find his way around here.
Oh my God, just, the Puff just kind of jumped in front of Suarez and kind of mesmerized him with his movement. It just went for the F smash, just randomly really caught him off guard, and that's going to be a really, really good lead. If the Puff is killing early for you from the blue team, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good play by base mage. They're kind of caught. Suara's looking with the fake there.
Yeah, now the juggles from, luckily juggling Incineroar, right? You need to keep him out of play for as long as you can with these Yoshi, quick juggling tools. However, he's getting out of the situation there. You have, SkyJ going for these alone whips, just going Hail Mary, and actually going to hit Relo. I'm going to go ahead and go up 4-2.
Yeah, there you go.
Or 6-4.
Yeah, stocks there off the mark there for the green team. They, I think they both like playing this pretty offensive centered, but they can't let, they can't let too much damage get piled on here. Otherwise this game's going to look a lot like it did the first one.
Yeah, and it's looking like Base has done a very good job of securing these stocks, but now, as we say, that the Yoshi's going for them, but really good support from SkyJ.
Yeah, SkyJ there to save there, and Base also falling out of the back there too. They're able to close the SkyJ stock out, so nothing too crazy yet, but now they got to get this Puff.
Base just expending all his resources, just stalling as long as he can, knowing that the Yoshis are after him right now. But using those pounds to just make it as difficult as possible. Getting the revenge forward air, though, going to kill Rel again very, very quickly, and the lead is just really, really mounting. Green team has to respond immediately.
Yeah, revenge the egg, revenge the up air, get the kill, and again, they're just kind of slowly, or I would even say slowly at this point, they're starting to run away with this game here. Really,
really good down B. Relo has probably the best uses of down B I've seen from the Yoshis. I'm going to take that Base Mage stock, but Base Mage has done his job, made it as hard as possible to take the stocks, and now, they're just getting juggled so heavily. And another revenge for SkyJ. How is he going to use this one?
I just see here, eats a bunch of damage there, and the revenge eventually just going to fall off. So the damage is there on SkyJ. It's got to figure out a way to kill this cat, and they do.
Yeah, really, really good juggle there. Just catching him at the apex of the sky with that up air. Yoshi can just go so high so quickly. And that's exactly what they needed. They need to stay in this. However, Base Stage is just doing a really good job right. It's just staying out of the Yoshi's range. And the double bear from both blue team is going to eat him alive. But Relo holding on to his dear life right now.
Yeah, he got sandwiched there. Suarez down to his last stock. Relo's going to have to do as much as he possibly can to try and bring this game back into the green team's court before he expires.
Yeah, but I mean, Base's defense has just been really on point, getting the Nair whiff punish there. Now we have a 2v1 with a 3-1 lead. It is not looking good for the Dinos. Looks like the Raptors are going home.
Yeah, or at least
the losers.
At least the losers. They're double down still into the F tilt. A very classic Incineroar ledge trap. I see a lot of really good Incineroars bust that out there, and yeah, a pretty back and forth set there. We saw a 3-stock from SkyJ and Base Mage into a 3-stock from the Dinos, and now back into another 3-stock.
You see how great that down tilt is. If your character can't snap the ledge consistently, or you have to go up a bit, I mean, that's just so lethal. It combos into back air, darkest lariat, even down air at times. You do not want to be caught by that down tilt at the ledge, and even against Yoshi, who can usually kind of get off the ledge for free. You saw it just kill Yoshi at what, 80-70% off that board tilt?
Yeah, but yeah, the tipper part of the F tilt, the claw part is incredibly strong compared to the rest of the move. So very scared to get hit by it again. Like you said, that down tilt confirms to just about anything in Incineroar's kit off the ledge. So it's such a low cooldown. You can kind of just throw it down there. It'll 2-frame eventually.
Yeah, and like I said, the game plan for SkyJ and Base Mage, right? Base Mage knew this is not a matchup where I can be super aggressive and get these edge guards and get in the fight. I'm going to be at a disadvantage against double Yoshi. I'm going to just play my support role, get my hits while I can, but primarily remain in the sky and just remain elusive. And just, Base Mage just, elite at his craft's going to know where his character can use his strengths and when he can't, right? And I just thought that was beautiful how he played those matchups.
Absolutely, yeah. He, I think he kind of adjusted once he realized that the Yoshis were coming after him after the second game, and they couldn't really, I think, fully get the hands on the Puff like they wanted to, and again, that allowed it opened up the door for SkyJ to come in with these punishes, these big revenges, these big back airs that really kind of allowed them to compound the advantage that they needed to win.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just great. I mean, Puff has a lot of flaws as a character, but just the ability to just kind of stall in a lot of circumstances and just kind of go in when she wants to, right? Have the control of the ability to just be like, okay, I can interact in these spots and this spots. It's just very, very strong aspect in doubles, especially when there's a lot of chaos going on and you want to kind of control the game. So good on them, but it looks like the next set will be between Bert and Chef versus Zai and Mar.
Yeah, very interesting. So these two teams making pretty far here into the losers bracket. We saw Bert and Chef unfortunately lose to SkyJ and Base Mage earlier in the day. It's the first time we're going to see Mar and Zai on stage, though. So excited to see, what these two are kind of running today. I imagine, like you said, Diddy and Palutena most likely. So
yeah, Diddy Palutena versus Falco and Falcon. And what's really interesting about this team dynamic is basically chaos versus control, right? And it looks like going the Wolf, actually. Probably better in doubles. Diddy kind of known as a better singles character.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of Diddy's game plan does rely on him kind of being solo, and I think Banana can be a bit of a nuisance if led astray from you. I also haven't really seen the Mar Wolf hardly at all, so I'm very excited to see kind of how it's been going here. Probably better against Falcon and Falco too. I feel like Diddy kind of gets stepped on when he's off stage against these two characters.
Yeah, but they did a really good job of just deleting Zai's stock there. So I just kind of got stuck in the corner, and a lot of down airs and normals just kind of deleted that stock very quickly. So Yellow Team looking pretty good. However, Blue Team trying to respond the best they can. They have Falco in the corner at the moment, and that Palutena back here is going to eat through everything that you want, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. The big invincibility on the shield going to give Zai the insurance that he needs to close the stock out and even things back up.
Yeah, good job on them. However, we still have Bert in the corner, just throwing out those up smashes so haphazardly, knowing that, what's the worst that can happen? Either I don't hit it or I hit and I might get an early stock. So you might as well throw those out.
Right, here we go, jab. They're going to create some shield pressure there. Bert unable to follow up on top of that.
Yeah, but you get the Wolf dash attack, just going to catch Bert by surprise here. We'll see the Let's Trap. Looks like, okay, the Wolf Bear, though. It's just a quick aerial. Very hard to deal with. Okay, Palutena jab. Oh, but nice Falcon kick out of the corner. That's the classic Falcon option.
Yeah, and the big up smash going to scoop Mar there off the ground and close his first stock out. Going to keep the Yellow Team in a bit of a lead here.
I love that backdoor attempt into the up smash. That's going to be, if you're teaming with Palu, you're going to utilize that up smash very often. It's just such an active, strong hitbox. But they're able to disrupt the team combo. That's what you have to do. You have to interrupt the receiver. Do not allow Palu to get those up smashes off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the up smash covers half the screen basically, so it's hard to really kind of miss that move once the handoff is there.
So Yellow Team just kind of stood in the corner there, was just kind of waiting for Blue to approach, and Blue just unloaded everything they had at them.
Yeah, they're like, okay, you don't want to go with, that's fine by us. Bert gonna lose his first stock off the side there, but still keeping the stocks count pretty even for these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, overall, Bert did a great job. If you're Falcon, you can live to 150, 160 with your kind of questionable recovery. That's a good stock for Bert. So doing a good job there, especially because Chef's kind of taking a lot of beatings right now, especially from Zai. You do not want to be against Palutena in the corner. And it took a lot of percent there.
Yeah, absolutely. The Yellow Team kind of forced a retreat over to the backside there. Both teams finding their way back into neutral. Oh my goodness, big aggressive landing by Bert's going to get punished for it, though.
And we saw that forward throw and up smash, of course. Blue Team very aware. A lot of Wolf's and Palutena's attacks are just very easy to fall off of and ping pong off of. So just really go on them. Okay, the edge guard there goes to the dare house. Chef going to make it back. Just invincibility, but still Chef's still holding on.
Yep, so that man held onto his jump for as long as he possibly could. Big trades on the stock on both sides, and we are now down to a really the first true 1v1 I think we've seen this entire block, Mustang.
Yeah, exactly. Not only a 1v1, but having essentially them both at 0. So it's just like kind of a classic, showdown. Who's going to be the better man this game?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, now we get to see the Mar Wolf in just singles. Ah!
Oh my God!
We almost saw the Mar Wolf get deleted from existence, but back in the pockets. Is
another dare. One of the tech chase on the platform, but he's just going to throw out another up smash. Why not? That definitely would have killed. Of course, this is where you want Falcon as Wolf. That another Falcon punch from ledge, and the backers are going to eat that jump. Man, Bert clutching up in that 1v1.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of got his big burst of damage there. Almost capitalized it off of that massive Falcon knee. Mar had him on the ledge for a second, but Bert able to close it out, got the chase, and secures game number 1 for his team.
Yeah, I mean, we saw there why Bert's one of the best solo Falcons, I think, out there at the moment, man, because when he gets that hit, he was just going to call out those jumps, those low recoveries, getting that amazing back air. And, of course, Mar is a Diddy Kong main, so he's going to be a little less comfortable with the Wolf in these 1v1 spots, right? So, good job for Bert for just, clutching that situation out. Choosing to go back to PS2, I mean, I think it was fine. I think you want a lot of space to set up your team combos as Wolf and Palutena. So, yeah, I mean, good on them. We'll see how it goes game 2.
Yeah, no reason for that, but a little bit of a nice open up there by Mar there to kind of get some damage onto the Captain Falcon on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, really, really good dare to finish the combo, too. Of course, Palutena and Nair. It's so easy to follow off of if you're Wolf. You have a lot of options. And so far, though, going to be a forward throw. Chef actually not choosing to go for the team around there. Actually wants stage positioning, but really good tech from Zai because those Falcon Dares are coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the big, again, these, you know, they know very well the yellow team's going to be swinging big from the get-go, so a good reaction there by Mar to keep things together.
Okay, once the down throw, unfortunately, just not going to be the angle for the up smash, but I think really good awareness from yellow team at least. But so far, blue doing a pretty good job of applying that pressure. But yeah, tries to up smash on the ledge, going to get blocked there. But yeah, so far, even all around, all the players at high percents.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, both teams get isolated there. Oh, big punish there by Chef. Amazing follow-up there. Uses the bird illusion into the back air.
Yeah, really good down. Oh, unfortunately, the down tilt actually going to hit Chef. Inverted kill from Bert. But still, Bert holding onto the stock. What is the up B to finish out that combo against Palutena? That would have been disgusting.
Yeah,
combos.
Going for a little bit of sauce on that one for sure. I'm not surprised, of course, with what we've seen from the yellow team so far today. But they're keeping it there. They got both members of the blue team in the corner. And there goes another Palutena stock with Captain Falcon following right after.
So, you know, I think this is said 1,000 times. I'm going to say it again. Chef is cooking, man.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
dare and the backer was amazing.
Yeah, with Bert by his side as the sous chef, man, these guys are serving up something crazy here. And again, they're keeping the blue team clumped up together, which I think is what they want. They can kind of play this hot potato game between the two. Blue team's gonna try and see if they can find some sort of isolation, but they're not really quite getting, I think, what they want.
Yeah, blue team just wants to control these, like, really, really good. And of course, gonna catch the landing from the Wolf there with a 4-2 lead at the moment. Yellow team just showing off all their dishes, all their specials.
Absolutely. Big windup there, though, by Mars. Going to close out the Falcon stock. Keep things still within the, you know, a pretty good realm of possibility. They just got to get their hands on this bird.
It's going to be pretty tough right now because Chef is playing very elusive and just getting these up air juggles on the Palutena. How can she land right now? Because Bert going for all the sauce with that down air, and Chef just covering Bert from behind. The pressure from yellow team is just too much to deal with.
Absolutely. In stereo, both members of the yellow team charging up a smash attack.
And Bert almost got that up smash from mid-stage. He's just throwing it out. We'll see if we can get this edge guard on the Wolf here. Oh, wants another up smash.
Oh, gets dunked by the Palutena there. And stocks are even, but so that's to say, blue team at pretty high percent. Not much you can do at this point.
Forward throw, not going to catch the Wolf. The Wolf's at 125, and yeah, that's just going to be a bear to just take it. And yeah, I mean, they were going pretty even so far, but there was just a moment where yellow team decided to basically throw everything they had at the other team, and you know, we see why these guys are ranked in DFW, you know, contenders as some of the best players in the state, and together they're one hell of a powerhouse together.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think solid transition there by both. You know, they are looking to keep that bracket running strong. They're now, they've knocked out now Mara and Zai, going to keep things going as they coast to try and see if they can scrape into the top 8 of they qualified for top 12, so it's just one more from here on out to secure that top 8 spot from the loser's side. But I think that's about going to be it for us. It's a pleasure conversating with you as always. You know, we do this way too often at this point.
Of course.
Just the way it is. But thank you guys for joining us for this wave of doubles pools. Stay tight. We're going to make a commentary switch over, and I think we're also, I believe we're switching to Squad Strike here pretty soon as well too. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I love me some Squad Strike. I hope you love yourself some Squad Strike. Have a good rest of your day, and thanks for joining us. Have a good one.
The tournament just started, guys. Look forward to you watching. Bye.
Farewell.